Da 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 da.
Hey.
You DLC, hell yeah! DLC.
Hi guys, we're back again.
What's going on?
For one of our shows. I forgot what we're up to, six or
Six?
something. Yeah, cool. Yep. So we're doing today. I'm doing Bond comparison. And Justy's doing Assassin's Creed.
Doing Assassin's Creed. Cool, so hopefully we've got some more people watching. There seems to be a lot of people taking a lot of interest in the show, which is cool. So I just want to talk a bit about what the idea of the show is. It's not just, like where, oh yeah, it'd be cool to review games and stuff. My idea for the show is I've seen a lot of websites, well pretty much everyone, magazines, everything, seem to review games more on their technical merit, not like whether they're fun or not.
We like to be fun.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know how many times, I've played a game and it's not perfect, but I've enjoyed it. And like I said before, I work in a video game shop, and people will come in and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna buy this game, but some website gave it a 6," and I'm like, "No, dude, admittedly, 5. It's not the most perfect game, but it's still really fun." And they're like, "Oh, okay," buy it, come back, and they're like, "Dude, awesome."
Brilliant.
So
love it.
Yeah, so we don't even actually give games a score. We're just here, just
give you the
talking
bad
about,
points, give you the good points,
let you work
you
it
decide.
out. So it's not like, nope, this game's crap, don't buy it. You don't buy it, and then like a year later you find it really cheap, and you're like, I might buy it, and then you're like, man, this is perfect. This is awesome. Why wasn't I playing this a year ago? So
that's
pretty much,
watch us.
That's the show.
That's our thing.
Cool. So
And, and another thing we want to reinforce as well is that we are gamers. That's
I'm not.
no, he's not.
No.
But we want to bring gamers together.
Yeah.
Like not fly the Xbox flag or the PS3 flag.
I like this. Well, so that means you're crap because you don't like the thing that I like.
We just want to unite and fly
gamers.
one flag.
Yeah.
Which is
so everyone should be like, you like games, I like games too. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
Like
instead
that.
of you like first person shooters and I like races, so I can't really talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So everyone should just like games, no matter what.
No matter what.
You're into what type of game, what console.
Even the little tiny flash games that you get on websites.
Yeah, it's good.
They're mad.
That's what you do when you're at my place.
Yeah, I just play a lot of them.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway, so we're going to get into it. And we're going to start off with the Bond comparison. Enjoy.
Are you golden, Gav?
I'm golden.
So you think I've just said that once? I've said it twice.
Hi guys, again, Bond comparison. There it is. There.
It's always there. You always point it out. You can never find it. Gav tells you.
Right there. Goldeneye is a first-person shooter where you play as Bond, James Bond. I had to. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a drink. What do you want? Martini.
Shaken, not
Stirred.
stirred. Yeah.
So if you're still with us, please enjoy the review.
Followed closely to the movie, the Goldeneye movie with Pierce Brosnan in it. This one up that's playing up at the moment is the 64 version.
The original,
the number one. I'm kind of it plays on the soft strings of my heart. This one, it's kind of because of the nostalgic type. 64. You sit back.
So how was it? Because there might be like some, we won't say kids, but people watching that might have been a bit too young at the time to fully appreciate it. What was it like at that time? Because honestly, I haven't, and everyone's gonna be like, "What? You're not a gamer," but I've never actually played this one.
It's not. It's obviously not
at the time.
It's obviously not the first-person shooter ever made, obviously, because Doom came out before this one did. But it's the first-person shooter. It's pioneered since then from other first-person shooters, because this is the first one that had zoomable rifles. Like you got a sniper rifle, you could zoom in. Oh, geez, they're closer, and you could actually get headshots and actually start to be a bit skillful with the sniper rifle. It also had missions like you never had missions in the first person shooter. It's like this is the
I'm running
start.
to the end.
There's your maze. Shoot
Yeah.
the people. Get to the end. This one here, you had to do things before you got to the end. Like, you know, there's a mission where you have to blow up a lot of gas tanks and stuff like that before you get to your extraction point. So, it's made in '95 and sold over 8 million copies, which makes it the third best-selling Nintendo 64 game. Which, oh, sweet. As I said before, important game in history because it carved the way for a lot of first-person shooters. Like, just another thing that it carved for is stealth. You can either go in guns blazing, like I usually do, which usually sometimes helps out, but sometimes they call the guards, and then you've got a room full of enemies with AK-47s and shooting the holy hell out of you. So
I could go on about you and stealth games and friends.
We don't mix.
We could do a segment.
And well, it's funny because I like stealth games, but
you're not good at them.
I can't play them. But this one here brought in stealth for first-person shooters, so you can creep up behind people, or you can sometimes get through parts of the stage without alerting the guards, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier than going in guns blazing. So, I love this game. This game, me and my little sister and my older brother used to sit back and play this game all the time. Whether we were just watching or we were actually playing multiplayer, it was just a brilliant game.
A lot of people do. Like, even like my girlfriend, who's not really a gamer at all, talks about like when like she was a kid and they had a 64, and like she never plays a shooter or anything with me, but it's like, oh, Goldeneye, man, I remember, and you did this and you did this. It's just so many people just seem to look back on it and just like,
like, yeah. So, I mean, because it's a 64, you might be able to get it on the Wii. I went retro and got it on the actual 64 because we needed I wanted the old graphics. I mean, even though the old graphics are bad, you know, you're blocky. Instead of having fingers, you've just got this block,
a
like
square
that,
with a hand painted on it.
got a gun on it, and you know, your face is a square. Oh, it all brings back very warm, fuzzy memories.
And it's just funny because it's like at the time you're like, oh man, look at this, it's real.
It's real. So that's about all I've got to say for the 64 version. And
it's amazing.
It's pretty good. And we're gonna get onto the Wii version.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Cool.
Yeah.
And find out if it's golden as well.
It has a golden eye.
I just want to point out, I'm really paranoid. I just got 2 wet willies, so one in each ear. So if I'm not like my normal happy, bouncy, funny self, that's why.
Yeah, we got him. So this is the Wii version. It's just there. Sorry, I had to make a joke.
Where is it?
Just right there. Yeah. In the Wii game, they didn't use Pierce Brosnan. They
probably couldn't. He was probably all like, I can't do a British accent,
great.
but he'd be like, oh no. Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They used the new Bond, the Daniel Craig actor. I don't know. I kind of thought that if you're going to make a game and you're going to rename it GoldenEye, you'd
put GoldenEye in it.
Yeah, it's just a remake of the old game.
Well, it's not GoldenEye, but you get
But they used Daniel Craig again, which is the new Bond.
Actually, I know why he does that. I know why. I've just worked it out. Because he's like, I don't know, like one of the producers or something. And he like pretty much owns part of the franchise.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be it. Because he'd be like, no, you're not getting anyone. What a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a little bit selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Random useless fact by Justin.
Plus also, they alter the story a bit more to fit the new Bond in. Yeah, it's like, you know, because we've got the new Bond and not the old Bond, we're going to alter the story a bit more so he fits. It's a little bit weird. As you can tell by my tone at the moment, I'm not 100% happy with the new Goldeneye. I think it's mainly because they've taken away most of the elements from the old one, which made it as good as it is, and you know, the memories and everything like that, the Pierce Brosnan and Odd Job and all them, and made it Daniel Craig. I mean, I'm not trying to upset Bond fans. Daniel Craig is probably a good Bond. I haven't really seen any of the Daniel Craig Bond movies.
Yep, I got to spit out of me.
It's dripping.
sorry for making a review.
But I just kind of thought that when they remade the Goldeneye, they'd put Pierce Brosnan in again. So the graphics are better. They, you know,
you
actually have fingers, and the gun doesn't look like it's a block.
In the year 2000.
It does utilise the Wii remote aiming quite nicely. So and it's not all bad. It's just they took away Bond. They took away Goldeneye. They could have named it, you know, a different one.
Yeah.
Uses the same story as Goldeneye.
But then if they did, then all the people that bought the original Goldeneye and loved it wouldn't go, ooh!
Yeah. So, they've just pretty much remade the whole game instead of going...
So in other words, it's pretty much not Goldeneye.
Not Goldeneye.
It's another Bond game with Goldeneye stamped on it.
Yep. And similar story. So, you know... This version here, if it gets a bit hectic, like if you've got a room full of 20 guys trying to shoot you, it can get sluggish. Bit chuggy, which I was kind of a bit like, oh, that's a bit...
As in like, just like a little bit or enough to be like...
Oh, it can be annoying.
That's annoying.
It can be annoying. You start to try to shoot people and we'll try to turn and it'll just be chuggy.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a bit ordinary. So
it's not golden.
Yeah, no, not golden at all. No. And then they kept the multiplayer in this, but except in this one now you can play 4-player split screen, and 8-player online. So you can jump online with this one, whereas with Goldeneye on the 64, obviously they didn't have online capabilities back then, so you were just stuck.
Got your dial-up thing plugged into the 64.
But one thing that I do that you can't do with this one that we used to do all the time. Me, as I said, me, my older brother, and my little sister used to play this. We used to divide the screen up with cardboard.
Oh, okay.
So we used to get cardboard and just divide it up like that. So we couldn't screen hack each other.
Yeah.
So can't do that with 4-player split screen now on the Wii because everyone's Wii remote.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you know, someone would have to be sitting on a stool and someone on the ground.
Get the ladder. I want to play Goldeneye.
But yeah, no, like for me, that has still kind of taken a little bit of the multiplayer out of it a little bit. Because if you're going to play with 4 players in the one room, I'd do it. I'm pretty sure you'd probably do it, and anyone else I've ever played with does it. Is they go, no, where are you at? You're there. I'm coming to get you. And
that sounds very Gavin.
Yeah, and that's what we call screen hacking, and that's not good. So, you know, with the 64 version, cardboard up on the thing, a little bit of a rig, game on. This one, not at all. So, all in all, check it out. Definitely check it out. It's if you like the Bond franchise, I'd go for it. But
so if you weren't comparing it to the original, is it an okay game?
It's an okay game. If I wasn't comparing it to the original, it's an okay game. It's got like better graphics than the original, whatever else. It's typical Wii graphics.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't comparing it, but because I'd go the 64 version before I'd go this version.
Cool. Sweet. Well, there you go. Now you're a little bit smarter. You know, they've been compared.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was for our special viewer. So.
Hi.
Hi.
I hope he actually watches this.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
Because he's been waiting for it for a
Oh,
while.
it's been a while.
Anyway.
Cool, guys. So now I'm going to go do Assassin's Creed 3.
Sweet.
So, Assassin's Creed 3, it's up there, on that.
Up there.
Yep, right there.
He did it for me.
Yeah, I did it for you. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't played Assassin's Creed, it's actually a little bit hard to explain because the story is so complex and involves so many different factors. At sort of its base, it revolves around all the other games revolve around certain sort of periods of history and that. And you sort of play as like an assassin. In the past, in the first one, it was sort of like turn of the millennium. You're
You're Italian, aren't you?
No, that was the second one.
Second one.
But in the first one, you're in kind of around sort of like Jerusalem and all that sort of stuff. Then in the second one, you're an Italian assassin. But what sort of makes it interesting is you're actually none of those characters. You're a guy in present day, the
like
world.
modern
Yeah.
day 2012.
Yeah. And you are technically, so you're descended from assassins. And you've been captured by...
How cool would that be if your ancestors were assassins? You unlock some skills inside your brain or something that's passed down through their heritage.
I'd be like, "Fa-ching! Oh, look, you're dead."
Oh.
Yeah. You're dead now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're this modern day character. You've actually been captured by the Knights Templar. If anyone knows them from history, they were like this big kind of group of knights and sort of controlled most of the world at one point. Well, they in the Assassin's Creed world, they still exist. They're like this big organization called Abstergo, and they've actually created this machine that if anyone's aware of, there's this theory, it's called genetic memory, that it's like the memory of all your ancestors is actually encoded into your DNA. So they've got this machine that can read your DNA and basically create almost like a video game that you can play with your ancestors.
Like a virtual reality system?
Yeah, it's literally like that. So they've captured you to pretty much find out stuff about your ancestors, because they're after, this is where it gets more convoluted. There's this race of beings that kind of came before humans. This is like thousands of years ago, and they're just known as the ones that came before, and then pretty much they look exactly the same as humans, just way more advanced. And at one point they actually became wiped out. There was like this big solar flare from the sun that sort of wiped them out, killed most of the humans, because we were kind of like their slaves. And so you've got that aspect. So the Templars are actually trying to find these artifacts called Pieces of Eden, which can be used to control people and do all this sort of stuff. So you've got that aspect, you've got the modern day stuff. Then through each game you play an ancestor. It's really complex, and it's actually really hard when like someone comes into work. Oh, tell me about Assassin's Creed. Okay,
well.
So I'll pretty much get to it. This is obviously the third game. Well, not the third game. It's the third main part of the story. It's actually, I think, the fifth game.
Yeah. Something like that,
so it continues from the last one, like straight away. Every single Assassin's Creed game's ended on a huge cliffhanger, which is really annoying. Okay, so
you gotta wait for like ages for the next game to come out.
Yeah. So in this one, you actually play. You play as a couple of different characters, but the main character is a guy called Connor, who is half Native American, half British. So all his assassin moves and stuff's really cool, because you've got like an arrow and a tomahawk, or you have more than one arrow. It's not like not many arrows going. Great. No,
That's it. Done.
No more arrows.
No more arrows.
And it kind of revolves around like the revolution in America and everything. So it's all kind of around that time. It's really weird. When I usually review games, I pick games that are not. They mightn't be like technically brilliant. I always talk about that, but they might have a good story. The part's really good.
They could have fun gameplay.
With Assassin's Creed, with this one, and I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I love it all, and I'm not.
He's even got the books.
I do. I've got the book. I got everything, man. I got the gauntlet and everything that goes with it. I was supposed to be wearing that, but I forgot. So, anyways, great. I bet it's fascinating. Okay, so with this one,
He's gonna put this on.
it's a game that is technically magnificent. It's like with the gameplay. The whole point of Assassin's Creed, when the first one came out, it was all about pretty much like free running. You could run, climb, pretty much climb up anything, and there hadn't really been a game that's ever done that. With this one, it's the first game you can...
What?
You can... Nah, I was supposed to be wearing that.
Oh,
yeah, okay. So, yeah, and with this one, you can... I'm trying to do a review, shut up. You can actually climb trees and stuff, which mightn't sound that revolutionary, but there's not a lot of game. You know, you can climb buildings and stuff. Oh, there's a tree. I can't climb the tree because it's too hard to do because there's branches and stuff. With this, there's like the animation system that they've put into it it's brilliant. It's not just like I hate you right now. Sorry, I do. You can make me a coffee later. Okay, so yeah, it's just a game that's technically brilliant. You know, like I said, the animations, everything like that. I'm really gonna hit you. Like that. So it's yeah. So it's a brilliant game, but for me, and again, you know, we're not like, oh, I think this game's crap, don't buy it. But for me, the story just isn't that exciting. It's pretty much like you're trying to find the whole point of the game and the main character who isn't in the past. You're all trying to find this vault that's got something that's going to sort of protect the world from this next second flare, which is supposed to revolve around the whole 2012 thing and all that. And it's kind of like, yeah, you're trying to find that, and then the main character that you play as, Connor, is like he's very black and white. He's all about justice. So it's like if there's been wrong, he's going to fix it. He's just very, you know, good, bad. There's no kind of grey, and it just, I don't know. It just, to me, everyone else in the game seems to be a bit more exciting than him. Like in the start of the game, you actually play as his father, and he's this like British guy, and he's really cool. And it's like you play that part of the game, and you're doing all these sort of missions where, you know, you're doing, oh, okay, I've got to go do this or whatever. When you're Connor, you're just kind of doing stuff for other people. And it's like, you do that in a lot of games because, you know, it's about, oh, okay, here's a goal for you to complete. But it's just, people always seem to be telling him what to do. And in like the second, third, fourth game, you play as Ezio, and he ends up becoming, you know, like the leader of the assassins, and, you know, he's kind of all gung-ho doing stuff. And now I'm just playing this guy who just gets just sort of told what to do. And I don't know, it's just like, even early on in the game, you play as him as a kid, and even that seems to be a bit more exciting. He actually has like one of the best lines in the game, and I don't think I'm giving it away because it's actually in the main trailer. There's this guy who's attacking your village, and he gets you, and you as a little kid is like, what's your name? And this guy's like, why? He's like, so I could find you. And it was like, oh, he's like, this is what he's like when he's a kid, man.
When he's a kid.
And then
you get stabbed when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Does he have this?
No, not at that point. And then you get older.
Is this in this one?
Not really. He's got it's a new one when it actually comes out.
Ow!
Yeah, good. It can actually twist and become like a dagger.
You could have warned me.
It becomes a dagger.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's a dagger.
Nearly chopped me finger off. Jeez.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. For me, the story's not that great. Like, and I mean, that's probably not a reason to go, no, don't play this. Like I said, everything's brilliant. The animations, the fighting. The fighting is probably the best thing in the game. It's. I've talked about Batman before. This is better than Batman. It's very similar, but it's way better. You know, you take on like 20 guys at once. You just like, you know, tomahawk, gun, flip, roll. It's brilliant.
And fluid?
Yeah, it's brilliant. The running is brilliant. They've even got these naval sequences where you control boats, or a boat. But it's cool because when you play as it, they put the camera right behind you when you on the wheel, so it's not like the camera pulls right back and, oh, I'm just controlling this boat. You feel like you're controlling a guy controlling a boat, if that makes sense. So it's, game's brilliant. It's got multiplayer like the last one. They've got a new mode in it called Wolfpack, which is like a co-op mode where you'll have to work together, and, you know, you've got goals and that sort of thing. So it is like, it is a good game, but I just didn't fall in love with Connor the way I did like with Ezio. You know where that's going, don't you? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, you're obviously going to check it out. But yeah, for me, I mean, I'm a very story-driven gamer, and at points it wasn't that great. So, yeah, that's about it. So, yeah, if you like it, all that, check it out. If you don't. Cool. Bye. Go on, press the thing. Go on. Oh, you just died now.
Toasty!
Hey, mate. Bend over. I wreck your review. Don't touch me things.
I like touching this thing.
Alright, I'm going to put this in the show.
Yeah.
You think I won't. And then you'll be watching it. And this bit's going to be in it.
And this bit's...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so that was the show.
All done and done.
Brilliant as it was. Hope you liked it. Just want to give a shout out to a few people. I want to thank BJ. Because he's been spruiking the show like nothing else. Chances are, if you're watching the show, you probably know BJ.
Yeah.
So thanks to that, man.
You giant. Love you.
Massive.
Like,
that's not
I'm
massive.
like
That's
I'm
short.
like this tall, and he's like that's comparison. Like if I was this tall, he'd be this tall.
And then I'm unfortunately
And
down
then
here.
Dusty's like
yeah,
this tall.
yeah,
And Rhiannon's about like this.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. We'd ask her to get in the shot, but you just see the top of her head.
yeah, she just like literally like
I'm about to get another bit willy. Okay, so yeah, thanks BJ. Also just want to thank my girlfriend Stace, because she let me borrow 64 with it pretty much as her baby. So the fact that it's here that's pretty good.
Pretty good. I'd like to do a shout out for Brad as well, for giving us the idea of the comparison show. So, see,
Hope you
right
liked it.
on Facebook. Write it down on Facebook, and we'll do the show.
Yeah.
It happened. Brad wrote Facebook. We did the show. Do it. Sorry. A bit passionate.
Apparently, if you've got an idea, put it on Facebook. Yeah, but you check out the DLC page.
The DLC, www.downloadablecontentshow.com.
That's our website. Awesome that it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the show, feedback, all that, whatever. And
let us know, good or bad.
Hopefully good.
Hopefully good.
If you can be like, oh, Gav was he was just not nice when Justin was trying to do his review.
No,
what a jerk.
That's when you go, Gav was really good in
No.
Justy's review. He kept, keeping
And
the comedy
they
alive.
really seem to dribble on at the end of the show. They don't really know how to end it.
Yeah, mate, we just don't want to say goodbye. Goodbyes are always hard.
I can say goodbye to you.
Oh, right. Bye.
See ya.
Good
Cool,
night, guys.
We'll see you next time.
Done and dusted. Bye.